Piece is called Black Owned. Um, R.I.P. to Nipsey Hussle. He definitely exemplified the reality that this could be. I know we had the marathon clothing. I'm told a barbershop and a hair product location as well. Um, it's definitely possible. But even, you know, taking in consideration this piece, everything don't have to be associated with entertainment, hair products. Not always. I mean, you got your arts here, pots and plants. You got your black-eyed seed instead of black-eyed peas. You know, it's black-eyed seed, and it's just like herbal seeds that you can purchase, herbal um, supplements, things of that nature. And then, of course, in the midst of that, you got your wig shop, Wigs Plus. Yeah. This is on a 16 by 20 as well. It's called Hard as Cotton. I know a lot of times people, we're familiar with the term soft as cotton, but for African American slaves, it was that cotton life was hard for us. So it was hard as cotton. There's so much going on with people, you know, the existence of people, the well-being of people, um, the life of people, the existence of people. And this piece here is called Sitting on an Empty Plate. And I associate it with people because should a rescue mission, run out of funds, they don't get the support, then whereas this right now, this guy's waiting to get in line with these people to eat. He could literally be sitting on an empty plate, waiting. But right now, there's a scene of him waiting as well as they're waiting for the go for everybody to form a line and go in and eat, you know. I done been homeless. Literally, I mean, I can recall writing a book, December Valley, um, A Black Man's Quest for Love. I was literally writing that in another book called Freedom Rhymers, not Freedom Riders, Freedom Rhymers, Black Ink Matters, From Under a Bridge. Also, I was working on a series called Had Black Girls Been Family Orientated, which is a series, it's volumes. And the purpose of that book was to address some issues that African American women enter because certain things they didn't get. It's certain game that a lot of y'all didn't get. It's a lot of things that grandmama, mama, and your favorite auntie left off the table. They don't want to talk about it because they didn't want to envision you or see you being in those situations. So a lot of times our black mothers, grandmothers, aunties, they feel that if they withhold a topic, why warn you if I don't want to see you go through it? And it's like, because you don't warn them doesn't mean they won't be faced with that kind of guy or faced with that kind of situation. And that's where that book come from. But I said all that to say that that book I wrote, or those books I was writing from under a bridge. And then when I finally got into a car, I found myself editing those books as well as my autobiography, When Black Boys Are Left in the Dark, from the driver's seat of that car. So waiting for a meal, I can relate to that. I've eaten from a soup kitchen, I've eaten, the Viennas, um, spam. I mean, that was the meal that I looked for at the end of the day. Whether I was out looking for a job or had work that day, I can relate to all this being fed, waiting to be fed. Sitting on an empty plate. This is also a 16 by 20. I call this sounds of his feet. See the apartment building on top of the store. You got your guy in a wheelchair, checking dude out with his sacks. You got your couple right here. That might be the first couple, it might be the last couple, but this guy is the center of attention. The sounds of his feet. He's a homeless guy that moved throughout the city playing sound as a means of providing for himself. It's a lot of homeless people out here who just lost control of their lives. I did a homeless documentary called Shoes Without a Closet. I was unemployed. I served 12 and a half years in prison. So applying for a job wasn't always something that I could just walk onto somebody's establishment and apply for a job. I was denied a lot because of my felony conviction, which at the time was probably 20 years ago. But I said all that to say that having free time on my hand when nobody would hire me, I did this documentary, Shoes Without a Closet. And I learned that, for one, none of the people that I met were from my geographic location. They weren't from the Alabama area. Two, all of them didn't lose control of their lives through drug use and became homeless. That wasn't the issue for a lot of them. Some of them just lost a job. There was one family of 5. It was a house fire. So everybody had their own story as to why they ended up homeless. But this one is called Sounds of His Feet.